While we're waiting for Jim's morning coffee buddy to come around, Jim thought he'd share a story with you. So look at this sidewalk that I've got the camera aimed at. I thought of a story of my niece. Let me preface this by saying that we called my niece Little Monk. Now, the United States, in the late 90s, there was a television show called Monk. The lead character was played by Tony Shalhoub, and he was an OCD, severely OCD person named Monk. His OCD was so severe that it kept him from being a police officer, but also made him a very good detective. So, the reason we would call my niece Little Monk is when she would get home with Halloween candy, she would sit on the floor and just be staring at the TV and making piles of candy in front of her. And we would ask her why she was doing that, and she said, well, I don't like that chocolate and I do like that. No big deal. I mean, some people like chocolate, some people don't. And some people like different flavors of chocolate. It was funny though, we would look and had her piles, and her piles were separated by candy manufacturer. And she had broke it down in her head without tasting it or anything, that she knew she'd like one and not the other. Another time, Jim was talking to his niece, and he had unloaded his camera bag and just dropped, probably 12, 16 rechargeable AA batteries on the table while he was emptying his bag. The niece came to talk to Jim and never broke eye contact with Jim while she was talking to him, but her little hand was laying on the batteries, fingers just a dancing. When she walked away, Jim noticed that all of the batteries were lined up in a neat row, positive side facing one direction, negative side facing the other. Just subconsciously, without thinking about it, the niece had done that. Now, this trait has helped and hurt the niece some. I guess anyone with OCD, even mild OCD, has it help them and hinder them. She has gone into the food preparation, serving industry, and it helps her in that she makes sure everything's clean, everything's prepared correctly. All of her knife cuts are clean and precise. It hinders her a little bit in that she expects that out of everybody else. I never will forget. She was telling me about a classmate when she was in culinary classes. And I think this girl was just taking culinary classes because she needed some credits. And she would ask my niece silly questions. Like, that can't be vanilla, can it? I mean, it's black. Then she would ask my niece questions like, why do they call this unbleached flour? Why would you ever bleach any kind of flour? I know one time my sister and brother-in-law went to visit the teacher, parent-teacher conference, they call it. And They were asking how Andrea was doing. Was she getting along in class? Was her high-strung type A personality hurting any? And my sister said that the teacher simply said, well, we keep Andrea back at the house and don't let her out in front of the house. He did brag on her, though, because of her attention to detail. He said he never did have to worry about her with the other people on staff. He always had to worry about getting their job done, doing what they were supposed to. But he said he never had to worry about the niece. Said she would come in, look at the chart, menu, task, whatever for the day. So would put her apron on, put her head down, and go get her part of it done. He said he would come in and have to tell everyone else, this needs to be done by service time, this needs to be done, that needs to be done. He said he never had to worry about her, though. Anyway, little insight maybe into how Jim's mind works, that staring at crooked sidewalk makes him think of OCD characteristics in my niece. Anyway, I'm afraid maybe my talking is keeping my coffee buddy from coming along. So, Jim will quit talking for a while. Maybe his quietness will bring his coffee buddy along. You guys have a good day, evening, afternoon, middle of the night, whatever it is you're having. It's the weekend, so enjoy your weekend, whatever you're doing, lake plans, barbecue plans. Even if you have to work this weekend, try to enjoy that. Jim's going to have to look, and try to find some kind of closing. He does have trouble wrapping these things up sometimes. I don't know. I see people here on YouTube smacking the camera, smacking themselves in the head, falling to the ground, ducking out of camera sight. So I guess Jim is going to have to find, some way to wind this up. Do a big close for you every video. He just likes to tell you have a good day. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life.